Welcome, everybody, to the first stream of Disco Elysium. I was really racking my brain the past couple days trying to figure out what I could do after I got done with The Long Dark. I came up with this nice single player game, different stuff I could spec into. Not exactly sure which one to do, though. Let's see here. Huh. Extremely physical, interacts with the world through his body, gets things done, but dumb as a rock. Let's do physical.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Ever, never, an inordinate amount. Yeah.
Hold on. I'm gonna...
Great.
I actually think I want to do Thinker. I'm just gonna skip through this real quick. Oh man, this guy's a mess. So actually, I want to do I'm gonna do Thinker. I like Thinker a lot more. Let me get new game. Let's do create your own. And let's do Thinker. All right. The Furies are at home in the mirror. It is their address. Even the clearest water, if deep enough, can drown.
There is nothing. Only warm primordial blackness. Your conscious ferments in it. No larger than a single grain of malt. You don't have to do anything anymore. Ever.
Ever?
Never, ever.
Ever? Ever?
Never, ever, ever, baby. An inordinate amount of time passes. It is utterly void of struggle. No ex-wives are contained within it.
I think we'd be happy to just... This is great, man.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, give us some more.
You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon nothing upon nothing.
Let's get some more of that sweet oblivion.
Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage.
All right. You like pain and burning lights and wanting things from people who don't want to give them to me?
Do you really?
I do. Let me sail off. Let me wake up.
You wouldn't like it if I told you what was back there. Why'd you think you had to bludgeon yourself into oblivion? Or did you not sense yourself marinating? Poured so much on yourself, got a bit carried away, did we, Chef?
Yeah, we're an idiot. We're a brave idiot.
Somewhere in the sore, bloated man-meat around you. A sensation. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it. The limbed and headed machine of pain and undignified suffering is firing up again. It wants to walk the desert, hurting, longing, dancing to disco music.
Disco music, hell yeah. Mother, help me. There's a head attached to my neck and I'm in it. Please, no, I changed my mind. Take me back to the formless, disembodied nothing. Let's do that. This one, I like this one.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth, and with it, an ungodly headache.
Oh, am I? What sort of creature does this to their own mouth?
A fiery streak penetrates your skull, trying to force your eyes open. It's a sound, a clarion call from hell.
Okay.
Somehow, you know what it is. A caprice Kanema motor carriage.
Okay. Jeez. Poor guy. Alright, what are we working with here? Magnum-sized bottle of Commodore Red. Someone tore out the tape. Somebody messed that up. Yeah. Man, I'm already a mess. Jeez. There's a shoe. Left foot shoe.
You hear a jingle. Keys are clinking in the pocket of your flare-cut pants.
Okay. Alright. Flare cut pants. I like flare cut pants.
It says, whirling in rags, on the aluminium key ring. There is a single key on the ring. The number 1 is etched on it. It should open the door.
Cool.
The Whirling in Rags is a hostel cafeteria on the urban coast, frequented by dock workers.
Thank you, Encyclopedia. Ooh, we need our shirt.
This fan has 2 chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan, the other in a light bulb. A truly horrific necktie has somehow attached itself to one of the blades.
Yeah, let's go ahead and try to grab the tie.
You swoop up and catch the tie. Snap. It's released from the blade.
Hell yeah, good rolls only.
What you have in your hand is a truly hideous necktie with 4 or 5 different patterns. The knot reminds you of a noose. The blades come squeaking to a halt.
That should work. Ooh. Rank, it smells bad in here. Should have sent a poet. Bottles. A shirt. Here we are. What do we got?
A mirror hangs above a bent and broken sink. In a fierce discharge of masculine energy, someone has ripped half the faucet off.
The fucking faucet.
Was this not the same Elo that founds empires and lays waste to cities, virile, uncaring towards the little things?
Relax, man.
Probably not, no. Hot water sprays from the faucet's base, and steam covers the mirror. You cannot see yourself, just a vague impression of a man. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face that awaits you there, underneath the soft vapor.
Really? Nothing? Yeah, you don't remember anything?
Really, all recollection of the person you are, the people in your life, and even the world you're in has drowned in a sea of blood alcohol. This was no mere night of drinking. It was a deluge of world-ending proportions.
Let's wipe the mirror.
as you slowly reach your hand towards the surface of the mirror. Abort. You clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it.
Yeah, touch the face first. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? There is the bloatedness, then the swollenness. It's like there's an upholstery of alcohol underneath your skin.
At least my tongue is okay.
It's not. It's swollen and snail-like, wriggling between your fingers.
What about the nose?
Bet you are. Your nose feels like a small balloon in the middle of your face. It hurts when you honk it. It doesn't appear to be a particularly tiny nose either. Not with all the drinks it's absorbed for you.
Okay, let's wipe the mirror. Rip the Band-Aid off. It's gonna happen eventually.
Behold.
Ah. Okay. That's not bad.
You have no idea who this thing is, do you?
Ah. That's the face of a late-stage alcoholic.
Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, is that an expression? Are you trying to make an expression with that face? Why?
I'm not making it. It's kind of just, it's probably the way it is.
Please stop. It's horrible. You're scaring yourself.
Okay, let's try to stop then.
Oh my God. You can't stop. It's like it's not even voluntary anymore. You have worn that grin into your face and now it won't come off.
Okay.
What does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey?
Yeah, it's an expression of pain. Say, you're smiling even though you're hurt.
You are correct.
Yeah, let's do this one.
Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad place somewhere in the past. That's all you know for now.
Okay, what about...
It's too late. Like an image on film. The expression belongs to your primary motor cortex. It would take a minor neurological miracle for you to cease producing it.
Leave the mirror for now. Well, an expression, I suppose. What's going on here?
The window stands broken in its frame. Cold wind blows in. The morning light hurts your eyes. It's hazy, but you see the ocean and some war-torn buildings.
War-torn? That's not good.
The shards face outward. Whatever broke this window came from the inside.
I didn't use my hands, did I?
A fine web of scarring covers the back of your right hand, but none of it is recent.
What happened then? I don't understand.
More likely a projectile than a held object. There are no fragments on the floor from pulling a tool back in after impact.
Yeah, what are we doing?
Something you've done before.
Okay, alright.
It is too large for a bullet, yet too small for a piece of furniture. You're looking for something heavy and larger than your fist. The single green shoe you found fits the hole almost as well as your foot. It would have also been heavy enough if thrown with force.
Okay. It's kind of crazy we can do that.
Congratulations. You smashed the window with your own shoe. Now you only have one. If you're lucky, you could still find the other one on the balcony outside. The door to it should be outside your room.
Okay. We should probably go get that shoe then.
The cool wind gushes in. Your toes curl up.
Yep. Alright. Headache aplenty. Let's go ahead and get out of this room. There we go. Look at that. There's something on the table, okay? Money? Mine! My money! Go get our shoe. Yeah, we got both of our shoes.
There they both are. Two identical shoes, both copiously green and indiscriminately snakeskin, reunited on your feet, like two baby crocodiles. Good, they're balanced, comfy. Feels like the only good thing about you right now, truth be told.
Understandable.
Hello, officer.
Did you say?
The young woman raises a cigarette to her lips.
Okay. That's classy. Classy? Miss Orange Disco Dancer.
Her eyes are brown and her face is speckled with birthmarks. She can't be more than 28.
Okay.
A silver jumpsuit falls off her like scale armor, sparkling. This is the sparkle of too many nights out on the city.
Yeah, you called me officer.
No.
Why'd you call me officer?
Because you're a police officer, sir.
Okay. We have, are you sure? You're shitting me. You're goddamn right I'm a policeman, and don't you forget it. That would be unfortunate, right? It makes me look, it's a little embarrassing to admit that, you've forgotten who you are because you've been drinking all night, but it seems a little heavy-handed. Both of these aren't.
Okay, cool. I won't.
No need to be alarmed. I was just getting into character, That's a good way to play it off.
Okay.
So, out of curiosity, how'd you know I was a police officer? What gave it away?
Sir, you've been here for 3 days. On official police business, as you put it.
Ah, that's right. And you said business? What business is that?
Couldn't say. In truth, so far, mostly drinking.
Ah,
You have no doubt about the drinking. But do you strike yourself as a tight-lipped drunk? She must have heard something.
yeah, let's try this.
The words have already left your mouth.
Okay, we tried, right? We tried. So, I want to have fuck with you.
What was that? That's not even how words are used. What did you say? Come on, say it again.
I said I wanted to have sex with you.
No, you see, that's not what you said. You said... Come on, man. Freddie, please. One more time.
I said I want to have fuck with you.
Goddamn right you did. You crazy asshole, you. What kind of cop are you?
I'm a cop of the apocalypse, superstar cop. I can no longer deny it. Yeah, we're not sorry, cop. I don't think I should say that. Let's do superstar cop.
Okay, that's cool. Or if I can just maybe ask you to elaborate on that superstardom a tiny bit.
It's a theory I'm developing. Means I'm a bloated old drunk with sideburns and disco pants. If I don't have a joke up my sleeve, it's on me. I think that's nice. Let's say that.
I have certainly been entertained. Thank you. Whatever you are, you should stick to it. Otherwise, it's gonna suck for you later when you have to interrogate me.
I'm gonna have to interrogate you later? Why is that?
And for the record, no, I didn't do it.
That's good to know. Okay. What are we doing here? Nothing on the front page rings a bell. Okay. Oh? It's a nice place. What are we working with here? Oof. To a radio, music is seasoned with static. And what do we got here? Karaoke, huh? I like karaoke.
You should totally sing karaoke here, the first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul's cubic content is obscured by the hangover.
Of course. At this point, precise measurements of your soul can only be performed from the outside. It needs to be heard.
It's got a point.
Through a PA system.
Even better point.
By other people.
Ah, excellent point. I'm a down on my luck superstar person. Don't like that.
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you. You will wreak havoc with it. Don't worry.
I was thinking maybe we could try to sing something happy, actually.
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song. It's profound.
Okay.
You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
We're not a down on our luck superstar person. Come on. Go ahead and walk. Okay, we got a soft burn electric juicer. Someone's working. Monday's menu. Kitchen reserved. Today's on. Okay. Doors open at 4 o'clock. Pinball machine. A man is sleeping at the table, wearing mud-caked boots and rolled-down overalls. The back of his shirt reads Wild Pines encircled with a logo with a tree. Okay.
A colorful piece of plastic is dangling from his carabiner. Makes your fingers itch. On the counter, rolled out of his open hand, you see a blister pack of headache medicine.
We're gonna need
The
that.
man does not mind. You probably need them more than he does.
You've just picked up some magnesium. This item is stored in the bottom left corner of the screen above your character portrait. Use magnesium to heal your morale if you have morale damage.
Okay.
It's a dock worker's ID, doubling as a shift card and a job permit. A young, able-bodied man stares back at you from the photo. Santiago S. John.
Yeah, let's try to steal it.
Your fingers find their way into the shackle, flicking open its spring-loaded gate. The metal loop holds the plastic ID and a leather-bound pocketbook.
Okay.
The man emits a loud snore. Is he about to wake up? Doesn't look like it, but you never know. Better be quick.
Leather-bound pocketbook. Steal the document? No, it's just... That's a hard decision. Take what's inside or steal the document. Steal the
You
document.
slip the plastic ID card out of the loop and pocket it. The man continues to snore. Just for the record, you look nothing like the man on the document.
Understandable.
You find a black paper note with a woman's profile on it. Seems like this woman lived centuries ago. The note says 5 real. It feels nice and greasy.
Okay.
The sleeping dock worker has little to say about your actions. He remains silent.
Let's try to wake him up.
You gently shake his shoulder, but nothing happens. This man could probably sleep soundly in a ship's engine room.
Understandable. Oh. Okay. See here?
The theme on that pinball machine is a standard royalist theme, used on everything from pinball cabinets to full-flavor cigarettes.
What are the hallmarks of that?
Clinging to a picture book version of the past century, waiting for the king to come back and cast out all the profiteers and homosexuals. Basically,
Homo.
imagine a yellow plastic crown with a liquor brand emblazoned on it.
Yeah, let's know more about the world today.
The contemporary period stands still. The fated carousel of progress that doomed the royalists is itself winding down. Our time is decelerating into what no one knows.
Okay.
Hello, sweetie.
Oh, Lena. Hi, Lena.
You shouldn't keep your colleague waiting.
Colleague. This guy?
A bespectacled man in an orange bomber jacket is tapping his foot on the floor. Looks like he's waiting for someone. As you approach, he narrows his eyes and extends his hand in greeting. On the sleeve of his bomber jacket, as well as on its back, are the same enigmatic white rectangles as on your blazer.
Now let's shake his hand.
Hello, I'm Kim Kitsuragi, Lieutenant, Precinct 57. You must be from the 41st.
You realize he's waiting for your name.
Invent a name? Invent a name for myself? That seems risky, but yeah, I don't really know my name. Sure, let's try it. Might as well.
Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau.
Maybe just a bit too ostentatious, probably.
No, it's not. Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau is one classy name for one classy cop.
Yes, well,
Not for a moment does he believe that's your real name. He casts it aside as an intra-departmental joke or a peculiarity he doesn't understand.
Understandable.
it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager here?
What he means is, he has been trying to meet up with you for 2 days, but you have been otherwise occupied.
No, I haven't.
Then we should ask him for a rundown of the area. Get me up to speed. I understand the scene is out back, right? It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interviews?
We haven't. Let's just say I don't want to say yes.
Okay, we'll have time for that after we take a look at the coroner's case. Have you removed the dead body from the tree?
Dead body? I don't like dead bodies. Look, man, yeah. I think we should be honest. We probably haven't.
So, the body is still in the tree, where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon as we are done talking to the owner.
What were we supposed to do again? I can't remember anything. Let's just get going.
After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't you have a badge?
Yes.
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification card is a serious matter. My vehicle has a shortwave. You can use it to report your badge missing. I advise you to try to locate it as quickly as possible, but getting the body down should still take precedence.
Right.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party. You can talk to him whenever by interacting with him.
Hello, sweetie.
Wait, who's Sweetie?
Okay.
Why, you are, officer.
I'm no sweetie. Look at me. Look at me. You see this guy? He's no sweetie.
You're a handsome man, officer, with your mustache and your chiseled jaw and that silly dimple on your chin.
Just take the compliment. Thanks. Thank you. I appreciate it.
You must forgive me. I'm getting so scatterbrained. I completely forgot to introduce myself.
Nah, you're fine.
I'm Lena. My husband Morel and I are staying with our friend Gary just down the street, but I come here for tea when they're away.
Okay. All right.
This Lena is wacky enough for the Motley Crew. Hire her on the spot.
You seem to be in a chair. Yeah, how'd you like to roll with me?
Whatever do you mean?
I want you to be my wheelchair partner in fighting crime, ridding backyards of corpses, catching sequence killers.
Sequence killers? Oh my. But I think you already have a partner, sweetie.
A partner who needs you to help him get a corpse down from a tree.
Kim, of course, I forgot I had you. I know, just side mysteries. Side mysteries, we'll go with that.
I can assure you with absolute certainty, there are no sequence killings taking place in Martinez.
Martinez.
Now, gentlemen, no need to squabble. I wouldn't be of much use to you anyway, sweetie.
3 heads are better than 2.
Thank you, but Martinez isn't the most wheelchair-accessible place, you see. I'd slow you down. Perhaps another time.
Understandable. All right, well, let's
Of
get
course,
going.
dear. Good luck with your case.
Understandable. All right, let's get going, yeah? Let's go talk to this guy. What are we working with?
A man in his late 20s with a thin, unimpressive beard notices you approaching. He drops the ledger he was holding and turns to the lieutenant.
Mr. Gart, right?
Gart?
You run this place.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an inter-district investigation, so joining me from Precinct 41? Right. Now,
nothing.
I know it took us a while to arrive at the scene. It also took you a while to call us and report the dead body. It was you who placed the call, yes?
No, I only just got here. It was probably Sylvie who called you. She usually works the bar here. I'm only temporarily taking over her duties.
Understandable.
Do you have her number?
Yeah, let's call her.
As a matter of fact, I do.
Okay.
This sounds like something you can use to call this Sylvie later.
You said you just got here. From where? Are you a local?
What, of Martinez? No. I live in Jamrock. I only sometimes come here to keep an eye on the place. This is just one of the many, many cafeterias I manage.
Ah, many, huh?
But you still know your way around, yes? In case we need directions.
Yes, I know where some things are, but as I said, I don't live here. I just used to work here. And I'm not going to start working here again, if that's what you think.
Ah, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not thinking that at all, Guard.
I didn't imply that.
He probably means this is where you step in and ask your questions.
Ah, yep, questions.
His face expresses profound doubt in your ask him about the body's location before asking if he killed him. People give up information in the more innocuous questions, which you can later use in the more sinister ones, not vice versa.
Yeah, where exactly is the body?
Behind this building, there's a courtyard. They hoisted him up on a tree there.
And how do we get there?
That's easy. See that door there? First you exit through that. Then, to your right, you should see a big hole in the fence. A really big one. You can get to the courtyard through there. No need for the keys. The hole is big enough for the Franco-Nigerian cavalry to fit through.
Okay.
This man means the heavy cavalry of the innocents Franco-Negro, sweeping over the plains and nations of the enemies of mankind. 5th century style. Unified currency and the concept of cool came in their wake. They wore lamella and carried guns. But first and foremost, Franco-Nigerian heavy cavalry was really, really wide. That hole in the fence must be enormous.
Ah. Big hole. Got it.
I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your job.
This is it. He said they hoisted him up on a tree. Who is this they, if he doesn't know?
Yeah, let's ask that.
Oh, people are saying it was the union dock workers, that it was a lynching.
Who exactly is saying that?
The locals, the customers, the people who eat here, a lot of dock workers eat here. Sylvie told me everyone knows the dock workers did it.
Okay. All right. So you do know something.
Did the debarders themselves tell her this, or is it a rumor?
I don't really know. You'll have to ask her.
Why would the dock workers lynch this man?
I would suppose it's because they have nothing better to do.
Nothing better to do, so you just kill somebody? I'm not sure about that.
You mean the strike?
Yeah, what about the strike?
Yes, the strike. The man they hanged was a security guard for the harbour company, I hear. A mercenary. The unionistas probably thought they'd send a message.
Oof. Okay, well, it's pretty obvious he didn't kill him.
The lieutenant turns the page in the little notebook he's been scribbling in.
Sylvie, why did you leave?
She went away because none of your business.
Have they not been telling you you're a cop?
Am I not a cop? Everything is my business.
Okay, you got me. She went away because of the dead body out back. And because I asked for her number. That's why Sylvie went away. I hope you appreciate that.
I do.
Thank
you, guard. Number safely tucked away in a small pocket. Mystery solved. Didn't go well.
I asked an employee out. She didn't want to come, but felt obliged to. It was a bad idea. Now, what is so goddamn fascinating about that for you? It's got nothing to do with the lynching.
Everything has something to do with something. That's right.
Good for you. Was there something else?
Nah.
I'd like to get back to what I was doing.
Nah, that's all.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real.
As you blow this joint, behind you a whiny voice shouts.
Real mature, man.
Let's not go up to him.
That sugary black rum stain on the counter makes you teary-eyed with joy. It's almost touching how syrupy and sticky it is. How long have you been up already?
An hour?
Sweet Lord, a whole hour. And you haven't thought about rum and lemonade in all that time? You've truly extinguished all trace of yourself.
Yeah, that's a good question. We hurt ourselves pretty bad with drinking. I think maybe we should stop.
Maybe you haven't turned out well for your drinking. Have you thought about that? Get a goddamn rum and lemonade to yourself, boy. Or better yet, lick that stain off the counter.
Nah, that's not happening.
What happened, man? You used to be cool. Go get your boring normal person drink then.
You used to be cool, dude. What happened to you, huh?
Get your drink on and your act together.
Dude, what happened to you? You used to be cool. Fuck the police, huh? Okay.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
You sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
Okay. I actually have some questions for you, if you don't mind.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Sorry to say, but what's with all this fuck the police business?
Excuse me?
This street sign says fuck the police.
Oh, well, I didn't write it there. I'm just sitting here.
What about the other sign? Pigs go home? We're pigs.
I don't know anything about that either. As I said, I didn't write it.
Pig is a widely used term for members of the police. It's not loving.
No need to worry. We are not saying you did.
Okay. Well, I didn't.
Okay, I apologize. So, who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Cool, and what do
I
you do
am
here?
working.
On a garden?
I have a greenhouse in the yard there. I've been trying to get some work done.
But...
Well, as you probably know, there's a corpse hanging from a tree there. It smells pretty bad, so I have to take breaks.
Right.
Don't worry, miss. We are here to clean it up. You can get to work soon.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. My head is about to explode from all the salts I've had to inhale.
Salts? Ammonium salts. Perhaps useful for later.
Ah, okay. We need directions.
Since the street sign's messed up? Okay. What do you need?
What's to the north?
There's the pier, the Cape Side apartment buildings, some more tenements. Not a lot, really.
And the south?
Some shops and a bridge. The canal bridge leads to the coast, but it's broken, I think. Some kind of accident, probably.
And then the canal. What's on the other side of the canal?
Just coast. There's a little fishing village there, and a fish market. But that got closed down ages ago.
Okay, and then the east?
The harbor gates. Some kind of commotion, I think. I don't follow the local politics. A fleet store, too.
A fruit store? Ooh! And, in the west. Tell me about the west.
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are some islands in the bay, but they're hard to reach.
And then, this is the Whirling Rags here, isn't it? But can you tell me a little bit more about this area?
What do you mean?
I just, tell me where we are, just in case I missed something.
We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for answering my questions.
No problem.
All right, gotta run.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
If there's a corpse, then you're going to need those gloves for the autopsy.
Actually, one more thing, miss. Can I borrow your gloves?
Sure, keep them. I have another pair.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Okay. We're not gonna mess with that right now. Let's check out this body. Ah, jeez. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing. Smells like spoiled meat, curdled dairy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Kuno, fuck him up. It wouldn't hold the weight, it would.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
Okay. Yeah, let's just try to see if we can figure out how many.
Maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots have shuffled back and forth in the mud.
Let's go over them one by one.
1. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 46.
Okay, what about the next one?
2. Standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
Third.
3. Hobnailed work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 43. 4. Standard work boot, number 45 or 46.
Which one
You
is it?
don't know. It's a miracle you can tell the prints apart as it is. The cold must have preserved them.
Okay.
5. Another standard work boot, steel reinforced toes, number 44.
What about the next one?
6. An aberration, light as air, even pace, same make of boot, but number 41.
Male or female?
Impossible to tell. Could also have been an adolescent. The gait is undeveloped.
Yeah, let's count the rest.
7. The glowing outline of a standard work boot, number 46. But the imprints are twice as deep as the others. The weight exceeds 200 kilograms. 8. And yet another standard work boot, number 44. There's an aberration in the pattern of the sole, however. The right sole is smoother, more worn.
Okay.
How many?
8.
I was pretty off then. I counted 20.
The same guys are going back and forth.
I never got the hang of it. Hyperopia. Do you see anything out of the ordinary?
We have a heavy one here.
200? Could it be the combined weight of 2 people, one carrying the other who's tied up? Let's say a heavily built worker carrying a similarly built, soon-to-be-dead man.
Yeah, that's 400 pounds.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight is unlikely.
Possibly, yes.
Okay.
But why?
Yes, they could have used a
Yeah.
makeshift stretcher or just march him up to the gallows.
Maybe the victim wasn't conscious. I would say that's probably realistic.
Even easier to carry on a stretcher, or between two men. Anyway, it's for future consideration. What else can you see?
Well, this one, it's number 41 shoe, and it's light.
A woman? Or a kid?
I don't think there's any way to be sure.
Understood. Anything else?
Well, there's this one. It appears that one of the soles is smoother than the other.
Interesting. Let's name it the old soul.
Do you have any ideas, Lieutenant?
Someone operating a workbench with a pedal? Like a joiner at the harbor. Or maybe a drummer?
A drummer? So one of the people we're looking for is a drummer?
No, it's not. Forget I said it. We are not looking for a drummer.
Right.
Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out the right shoe before the left. The accelerator is on the right. We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone strikes out as a potential suspect. Seems prudent, no?
Yes. Prudent.
Mm-hmm.
How old do you think these are? A week?
A week, maybe? 7 days would fit the time frame provided to us by the caller, who reported the hanging.
It is not impossible.
I pulled last week's forecast for coastal Havashol. 7 days below freezing. The day before, the day of his hanging, was the last warm day.
Correct again. Sub-zero temperatures would preserve the tracks in a good state. The commotion here could have taken place a week ago.
So, what do you think, Lieutenant? What happened here?
What do I think? A mob of people brought something heavy to the tree. One of them was carrying the victim. They shuffled around, especially under the tree. Then, after hoisting him up, they stood in a semicircle facing his direction. At first glance, this appears to be a lynching.
Indeed, they all stood in a row here and looked at the tree.
Seems about right. I would say so.
Yes, everything fits so well. Carried him over, hoisted him up, watched him hang. This is easy.
Yeah, I think we understand what happened here.
The lieutenant's eyes narrow. He's thinking to himself.
Either way. What else?
I think we've been through all of it. Oh, there's a box over here.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Yeah, why are we looking at this pile?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. Rhythmic pattern. Calms your mind. Mammals like this stuff.
Understandable.
It's nothing. Someone just left some. Glad you asked. When junior researcher Olari Tal invented Eternite in the Vartna Polytechnic Institute some 30-odd years ago, he thought it would last forever. Hence the name, Eternite. Sadly, the only lasting thing turned out to be the material's highly carcinogenic effect.
Ah, damn. So it gives you cancer? That's fucked. Okay, well. What the hell's this kid doing? Hey, stop throwing... What is...
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
Just a trash container. Your fingers start to itch just looking at that padlock.
How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or we could ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags.
He might also have information. This is better than the pry bar idea.
Nah, we already talked to him. Who's this guy? Why are you throwing rocks?
Kuno's got this.
Okay.
If there ever was such a thing as an ugly kid, then this is it. He's almost exquisite in his ugliness, like a gremlin.
Jeez.
Oh yeah, Nappa Gumpy Kuno!
Kunes. Hey, kid, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno! Get him right in the dick!
Love it in the dick.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Kuno, yeah! Right in the mouthhole!
Shits himself.
The rake, Kuno! You should throw the rake at him, Kuno!
The fuck? Does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kim, what should we do?
We shouldn't do anything. I don't tempt such forces. You will see.
What
The
forces?
language these kids are using, pure unfettered id. There will be no reasoning with those creatures.
Ah, okay. Kuno and Kunes. You guys siblings?
The fuck are you talking about?
He's calling us Kuno! He says we're fucking each other!
Ah,
Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
The kid moves his hands like a basketball player dribbling fast.
okay.
Irregular speech patterns, overconfidence. Could this kid be on drugs? This warrants further investigation into this Kuno.
I gotta ask, who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig?
It's always Kuno, never I. Clearly the kid's using the third-person perspective as a shield.
Kuno some kind of gang name?
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
What the fuck?
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Jesus Christ.
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
I'm gonna kill this fucking kid, dude.
Everyone can hear. You need to get the hell out of here before.
Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno! His dick is out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
How did we get here? How did this happen? This makes no sense. There may still be a way out. Just appeal to his reason.
Who put you up to this? Illogical kid. Nah, you can't reason with him. He's pure id. Let's see. Id. No, he wants to be in charge. Who made you do this?
No one? Kuno's doing this because he likes it, pig.
Help! The pig's gagging him! Kuno can't speak!
Someone put you up to this.
You put him up to this yourself when you decided to talk to him in the first place.
Listen to your friend.
God put you up to this.
Kuno owns the fat ass. Help! The RCM is trying to fuck Kuno!
You high right now, dude?
Help! Misters, help! He's flashing Kuno. He's showing his genitals. If you don't help Kuno now, it'll be too late.
What's this sick charade?
No! Get off Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
The nearly psychopathic way they could slip in and out of the act implies you're not the first victim.
Be logical, kid. I haven't done anything to you.
Fucking logical! Help! The logical pig is fiddling Kuno!
It's fiddling Kuno. I would punch the kid, but that's not a good idea.
Look.
For emphasis, a ghost is saying this. A shit-eating psychopathic ghost with an ace up his sleeve.
I know you wanted to hit me. You got that I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up look that Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Relax. He can't read your mind. He doesn't know you were thinking that.
I don't think he can read my mind, but I really must have looked like it.
There's a dead body, remember? That's what you were doing here. You're a cop on a case.
Yes, I did. I did not act on it, though. I know you're not used to that.
I know what you thought. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up. I'm gonna shoot. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
Kuno turned you into his prison, bitch! You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno!
Oh my god.
No, you're not. We can just...
You're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Oh my god.
Peepo is a type of hat, by the way.
You don't talk to me about my fucking peeper! You don't know where I come from! You're just Kuno's bottom bitch!
Okay, Kuno is kind to his bitch. Ask your questions, but remember, this changes shit.
Click, 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 click!
Little peepo wearing asshole behind the fence. Figure out what's going on. 3% chance, we might as well.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
It's old news.
Get your snout out of Kuno's ass. Kuno knows how hard Kuno pushes it. Kuno pushes it hard level. You should give up, Popo, or the Kun will keep fucking it out of you.
The coon.
You okay, Kuno?
The cun.
That went wrong. He took it as a compliment. Then he had a minor seizure.
You guys play in this yard often?
Right, Pig? This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. What do you want with it?
There's a stack of Eternite back there.
That's just some shit roofing gimps left behind, lazy dinks.
He's hiding something.
Pig, if Kuno was hiding something, it would be hidden.
But it is not hidden, is it, sire? You picked up on it. You should examine the pile of roofing material again.
Okay. You ever climb that tree?
Look at that fucking shit. You're trying to get Kuno killed.
So you say the ladder is not climbable.
Oh, does Kuno know? Kuno's not a fucking acrobat.
The lieutenant takes a quick note in his notebook.
Not an acrobat.
It's a trap, Kuno! Don't climb it, Kuno!
Okay. Wonder about that trash container.
Don't be wondering about Kuno's shit, Pig. Yes, absolutely. Why the fuck are you telling this shit to Kuno?
What's in the
Dunno.
greenhouse?
Kiptas gardener used to work there.
Kipt is a pejorative term used to describe people of South Seminese or Erie-Uppergite descent. It used to be a common first name among the Erie-Uppergites of Ilmara. Not so much anymore.
Oh, and you said the gardener used to work there?
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
You mean the young woman?
Look, Kuno doesn't explain shit. Kuno just says shit.
Yeah, her.
Right.
What was she doing in the greenhouse in March anyway? What kind of gardening is done in March?
Right.
Fish is sometimes used to fertilize the soil a few weeks before planting something. Maybe she was preparing the garden beds.
Right.
Yes, it seems suspicious. You don't like things being like that. Suspicious.
Questions for later.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Got more questions about the crime scene. Body, what do you know about it?
Shitload pig.
Don't tell the pig.
This is where you quickly ask him questions. Real cop questions. Like a cop.
Do you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
He's trying to hide the fact that he doesn't know.
Kuno knows all kinds of shit. Kuno's not a snitch. That's all. Trying to make the Kuno sing into the popo phone.
Mm-hmm. All right. You know how it got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
Ah.
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
Wasn't regional. Okay. All right. Where'd you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Oh my god, he was in fucking Cyberpunk, dude.
There is no Night City anywhere. That sounds like the name of a city in some pulp science fiction novel.
Oh, come on. Night City doesn't exist.
Why you gotta be riding Kuno's ass? You haven't been where Kuno's been. You haven't been in Kuno's head.
Kuno's head?
You wanna know where Kuno was? You wanna know what Kuno's been fucking up to?
Yeah.
Don't tell him that, Kuno. It's lame.
Shut up, Kunos.
It's not fucking lame. Kuno's building Kuno's city. Night City. Rage City. The City of Rage. That's it. And it's not lame.
Ah.
Lame.
Lame.
That's the name of Kuno City, bitch. Get the fuck off Kuno's back. This shit ain't about that.
It's impossible to deduce what it is about, at least for the moment. If it's important, it'll come up later. Focus on the case.
I see anyone suspicious around here, Kuno. Anybody suspicious?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Yeah, you tell the faggoty, Kuno.
Mm-hmm.
You're testing Kuno's patience here.
Sorry.
Get lost.
Oh, okay. Fuck off.
Yeah? The king... Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Alright, fuck off, Kuno.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Yeah, fuck does Kuno care? Yeah. You look like your dad hit you in the face with a shovel.
The corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth. You seem to be holding your breath.
Look down.
A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
God, what is that?
Active decay. It's okay to throw up, officer. No one is judging.
He's about to blow. Cop's gonna blow, Kuno.
No, we're leaving. We're not throwing up.
Hello again, officer. Well, this might be the last snow we get. At least I hope so. Snow has nutrients in it. Helps everything green up in the spring. At least that's what my grandma always told me.
It's just water.
Yes, think about the cute grandma, not the weird snow. Stop looking at her. Look around. What do you see? That's right. And the canal, the bookstore, the harbour gates. This is a great vantage point for keeping an eye on you.
You're keeping an eye on us, aren't you?
No, of course not. I don't understand what this is about. The kid did this, right? The red-haired rat? Can't say a sentence without or kipped. He's always giving me trouble.
I was talking to him.
Maybe you shouldn't be. I mean, you do your job.
You've been resting here for quite a while, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yes.
I understand. The RCM isn't welcome here, and the locals want to keep an eye on us.
There's silence, the smallest of smiles.
That's okay, miss. Do what you have to do. I think we're done here. Let's go.
Right. Okay.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
Huh.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
Let's listen to it, yeah?
From another planet. Hey there, you sure are, my man. It's the
Come on
jam,
here.
my man.
The air from the east is thick with the smell of crude oils, heavy metals and other byproducts of the modern era. You can almost taste it.
What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight, no explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long-haul limbo for days upon days upon days.
Oh, how long?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Mazout is an antiquated term for heavy fuel oils. This man has a barely suppressed performative streak, or he just likes unusual words, or both.
I dig your style, man.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already. So tell me, what do you need?
Know anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Right.
It's easy to see he's telling the truth. He's kept his nose out of the dark stuff.
What are you busy with?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
Okay.
Ask for his conclusion.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees.
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Relax. He's merely joking.
I've always wanted a friend in the underworld.
Ha! No, I'm joking, my man. Found runs a nice, clean business. This haul of cargo is mostly sporting goods. You know, tracksuits and that kind of thing. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident, though we've been making headway in the Il-Moran market lately.
And what about the tracksuits?
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. The bosses won't be happy. This rockin' beauty. Sure is, like a rash you can't get rid of. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
A motor lorry, also called a camion, on Caillou and neighboring islands. This one looks roughed up enough to be some sort of found rust bucket. Maybe the A6?
Yeah, is this an A6? The Found?
Good eye, my man. Yup, she's an old one, but reliable. Me and her spent a long time together.
Alright. So, nothing illegal then?
Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road.
Okay, what about another question?
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
What about this strike?
It's like, whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands, no way in or out.
Okay.
Going on strike would probably help you dodge a bullet or two.
What's the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess.
Right. Ooh. Let's see then.
I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching.
He doesn't blame them, but he's not on their side. That's for sure.
Anything else I should know?
Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. Few still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
Damn, he's a truck driver and he's a fucking philosophist.
He tries his best to look nonchalant, but there's a rigidity in him, as if trying to conceal something warm and deep beneath a cool exterior.
That's worth a shot, I guess.
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
Man, you look sad. What's going on with you?
You really are the law, aren't you? I get that being bluntly observant and inquisitive comes with the territory, but it certainly doesn't help with your conversational skills, does it?
Guess not.
Maybe the full-on, direct approach wasn't correct. Damn, it's tricky business looking into someone's eyes and not doing it wrong.
Right. Okay. All right, well, good. That's good. We're good for now. Good talk.
Don't be a stranger.
Right. All right, let's see. Haphazardly litter surroundings. Jeez.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
Understandable.
This Postlavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffito. A closer inspection reveals 2 bullet holes in the front.
Jeez.
A faint sticker on the side reads, RCM Emergencies Desk number 8102, with a slogan, Mankind, be vigilant.
Good delivery box.
The box seems happy. Eat shit pig, fucked by the coon, and sent G with a crown have been scribbled on it. Jenny is a whore, and best set mailbox also.
I feel your mail collection
The mail
box.
collection box seems cathartic. Thankful even. So do you. You shudder. Then you swallow.
Right. What do we got here? Book about pate. Yep. 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 Let me see real quick. Settings, music volume. Let's turn that down. Oh, there's a kid out here. Hi, kid.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
I am the law. Hey, kid, what's going on?
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store? It's okay. Yeah, nah. Is it okay if I just ask you some questions?
Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
I hope so, too. What's your name?
My name is Annette, sir. My mum, her name is Plaisance. She owns the
Plaisance.
store. She's inside minding the register or organising the stock. Feel free to step in and browse our wares.
And you're standing out here in the cold because...
I'm signalling that the store is open. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people.
Such a good trooper you are. Already learning the value of hard work.
Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mum out with the store.
So, shouldn't you be at school?
I do my studies at home at the moment. I have to help Mum keep this place running.
Isn't the school more important than this?
Mum says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mum says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed.
There is stress and unease behind these words. She's reciting etiquette.
Okay. What about how's the business going?
Mum says it's peachy. She was a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed.
Cursed?
Cursed in the way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. That they all go...
Bankrupt.
Exactly. But we've been doing fine so far.
Sounds kind of serious. Maybe I should look into this. What's causing all these businesses to fail?
We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here.
Yes. Please do also look at our wares inside. The postcards and board games are there, sir.
How does this curse manifest itself?
It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather.
Kim, plasmic manifestation.
No such thing.
Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir?
Okay, what about failed businesses? Why?
Nothing really, sir. Mum doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. I don't really know what's there.
Huh, okay. All right, enough about the curses then.
Maybe I can tell you about some of our books instead.
You said crime business.
Fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals.
Okay, what about, why would anyone want to read about a crime, though?
It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is, or how the good guys are going to catch him.
Okay, we're policemen, by the way.
You don't look much like a policeman.
What does a cop look like then?
Didn't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. It's just that you don't look like Dick Mullen.
Be exactly like Milt Mullen. Used to live a little. I used to live. Okay. All right. Nobody actually looks like that guy in the picture, though. But, right. Looks like the guy. I'll never be as good as Mullen. Actually, look. I'm not your body that's important. That's good to tell kids.
Head? Yes.
No, your mind. Not head, child. Heads.
Flexibility. There are millions of different people out there, and you have to get in their heads. Sometimes you gotta be the killer to catch the killer.
Isn't that very dangerous?
Policemen live and breathe danger, little girl. Mullen obviously lacks chameleonic skill.
Unlike you, sir. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for you.
Right. Thank you.
Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. Like in the books.
Okay. I'll give it a try.
The girl keeps her hands folded, hidden. Why is that?
Why do you keep your hands hidden?
What do you mean, sir?
You don't need to be worried.
She looks around anxiously. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with little interest.
It's okay.
She brings out her reddened hands, her nails frayed, nearly chewed down to the flesh.
You bite your nails.
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't.
Either way, another ace deduction by the number. I hope this entertained you.
It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
Okay, all right. Your turn. Do me.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is intensely not flinching. It takes effort.
How do you know I'm usually not?
Because you usually aren't.
I'm having a grand time.
I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early spring breeze. She smiles at you. The whole situation suddenly feels familiar. Somehow.
Ah.
There's something you're missing.
Yeah, 8%. What is this about romance?
It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about man and lady business, sir.
What about when both the men are bad?
It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process. Or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the revolution or something.
Ah.
Those are unhappy books, for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost, but then it all turns out just fine in the end.
Okay.
These are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that.
What if it's written well?
Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady then decides not to pick either, because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting.
What about when everyone's poor?
That's really not a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life.
Sometimes you have to write about real life things, though, kid.
Not in romance books, sir. These are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end.
What about the book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all?
I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mum.
You think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup?
I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though.
Phantom Limb. This is unhinged. No. Think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination. Only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life. Phantom Limb. Just say okay, man. Just say okay. Think about what you say before you say it.
Sometimes they break up for a little while, but then they always get back together.
Understandable. Alright, that's enough.
Maybe some about other books?
Okay, let's try it.
You have absolutely no idea. Familiar? How? You must have forgotten something you heard again.
Oh,
Famous
kings
people?
and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians, those kinds of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them.
Understandable.
I think that's why people read them.
Seems like most people who read those books fail to get more famous from reading them.
Reading those books doesn't make the readers more famous, does it?
But it does make the famous people more famous.
Famous for vain people. These famous people sound like a bunch of darks.
Annette's expression remains ever so helpful, but she doesn't say anything.
Yeah, you heard me. Never mind, I had literally nothing else to say.
Okay.
Okay, well, actually, let's say something.
I think that's why people read them.
Seems
Let's
like
say
most
something.
people who read those books.
But it does make the famous people more famous. Why would they do that, sir?
The superstar cop.
That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun.
Right. See you around. I think we got more stuff over here.
This coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum, rendering the machine permanently inaccessible. A thick layer of graffito covers the lenses. You spell out the word Onuk written on the other side, with N and C scribbled backwards.
Kuno.
That's Kuno on the lens. Under the graffito, a sea of blues and greys appear. Behind the water lies a coast studded with concrete and reeds. On it, a church on stilts, lanky weather-worn wooden planks, an X-shaped cross topping its tower. You know this to be the Star of Pericarnassus, or the Cairo, the central symbol of the Pericarnassian Church, a star, a great moral height to be strived towards. Around the large wooden building, you see chunks of sea ice gathered on the beach, and a small tent set up on the ice.
Ah.
The metal feels cold and wet under your palm. It looks unhygienic. This coin-operated viewer is facing south. The instruction manual says to insert 25 centimes and pull the handle while looking inside. Then use the focus knob to zoom in if necessary.
Okay. Right.
Why place a tourist attraction in the middle of such poverty?
There was a revitalization project in 49. A design studio tried restoring Martinez to its pre-war glory. It didn't stick.
Right.
They got as far as the street lamps and the statue on that intersection. Then something went sour. I suspect that something was Everard Clare, the union leader. He muscled them out. It's how it usually goes around here.
Can't we do something about it, though?
We should have done something about the union 10 years ago. That ship has sailed, officer.
Ah. What we got here? A bag? Heck yeah. Understandable. Collect these things. We need some money. Get these bottles going. I do like bottles. We're picking up litter. Ah, yes, bottles. There's a tree in it. Unfortunate. Go ahead and take all the stuff that we can.
Good morning to you, officers.
A burly man hangs out by the waterlock, carving up a generous serving of salami with an old hunter's knife. His eyes are fixed on a man stranded on the other side of the waterlock and on an enormous billboard that has fallen down into the canal between them.
I wasn't here to witness it, but those look like tire tracks on that sign. Weird,
Sounds
huh?
Australian.
Then again, plenty of daredevil drivers in Rivershell. Too bad it also takes a year and a day to repair anything around here. Especially a waterlock. The rest of the coast is closed off till then.
Right. Give me some of that salami.
Sure thing.
It is salty. It is savory. It is chewy. The hangover only makes the salami more tasty.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
Sure thing.
It is salty.
Want some too, officer?
Why not?
You just, damn. Just keep on taking his salami, I guess. I know what the further down the coast. You have anything like that?
Well, there's the fishing village, an abandoned fish market, a bizarro church. Not much use to the congregation, though. There always seems to be something wrong with it. Yeah, not really much else. Just bombed out ruins.
Right. No, I don't think I'm gonna drink. Here. Formidable. Not leveled up quite yet. Oof. Oh, there's bottles over here. Let's grab some. Kim, get out of the way. We need this money. We need the money, Kim. We're broke.
There's a pile of cheap sunglasses in a
You like sunglasses, officer? I've got the latest styles right here.
These are all boring. Boring third-rate ho-hum sunglasses made of cheap Syrahese plastic. The kind of plastic that melts in the sun. Those UV stickers are almost certainly just there for the show. If anything, these lenses probably direct more UV light into your pupils.
These are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, superb material, very cool. UV resistant. These will definitely keep your eyes safe.
Definitely.
And cool while doing your dangerous police work.
Okay. Let's see if we can find some cool stuff.
No luck. All you find is this lime-colored cellophane visor, produced by a bargain sportswear brand called Amphibian, apparently.
Oh, that visor is perfect for you, officer. It'll definitely keep the sun out of your eyes while you're shooting criminals. Bang, bang! And all for a mere 6 real.
Hey, at least it might actually offer some protection against the sun. Not like those cheap plastic shades.
Well, Kim, or should we be concerned about firefights?
I hope not.
You don't like it? Sure, Square Joe. No problem. Let's get you some real shades.
Nah. Not interested. This. This whole thing is a fever dream, I swear to God. Macaronis. Not for resale.
There are clothes inside. Cheap second-hand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Yep.
Save the economy? That sounds off.
What are you talking about?
Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your cash, keep it in circulation. Don't buy new things. Buy eco.
Yeah, let's... What do you mean?
Look around, officer. You see all these premium goods just sitting there, not getting bought? We've got to keep the flow of goods moving. Is this really the economy we want to leave to our children?
Look, man, I just want to buy some clothes.
That's good, officer. That's exactly what the economy wants you to do.
Come on.
You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends that make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. The box smells like cat piss or like an old person with no money.
Okay.
Economical, but also trendy. Look first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving.
Yeah, let's see if we can find something cool.
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces.
Right.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir.
$4.50? Leave for now. We'll see.
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves basically, perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land. A pair of found, durable wear sneakers, ultra serious.
I can see you've a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable found ultras atop them. A small heat emboss on the veneer reads, Solidarity Aid from the People's Republic of Samara. The speakers themselves don't seem to display any magical qualities.
Look at this. Look at this artwork. This is insane.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The sneakers are the stars here.
Well, does anybody want the speakers?
These, officer? These speakers are Samaran garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props.
Samaran trash. That sounds like they're from the Samaran People's Republic, produced under the dictatorship of the proletariat.
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
That's why I want them.
No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale. Well, if you... But see, they are the pedestal for my sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for little extra. 50 cents?
Damn, so you have to buy the sneakers first. A pair of found ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette with a sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole.
Okay.
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers. Super air, super fine, super cool.
Only 50 real.
Only? That's madness. Fun ultra. Wear the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine.
Alright, well. Let's talk to this guy.
You see a Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket.
Okay.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here. Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer. You're very cool. Bang, 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 bang!
Bang, 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 bang! Pew, 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 pew.
You feel a twitch in your index fingers. There's a finger shootout brewing.
No, it's a safety hazard. Whip him out!
Don't shoot, officer! Have we got an arrest here or just a shakedown?
A shakedown.
Good one, officer! Ha! You're a funny guy! Now what can I do for you? Then fire away, officer!
What kind of stuff are you selling here?
Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom.
Comfy pants.
I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers. All extremely cool and above board.
You have a permit to sell all that?
Good joke, officer. Here we don't have permits. Just economic freedom. Take a look around.
You glance around the decrepit buildings, the miserable weather, the sidewalks strewn with sunflower seeds and a dust-choked air.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Beautiful freedom.
Is it true he doesn't need a permit?
It is, yes. Anyone can set up their shop whenever they feel like it.
That's right. No permits, no bureaucracy. That's why this city and its law officials are so cool.
Right. What about the police insignia?
If you wanted to be cynical about it, you could say we are here to protect the interests of property holders. I am not, however.
My man, officer, you make all this possible. Without you...
Gossamer is a fine, filmy substance consisting of cobwebs spun by small spiders, seen especially in autumn. It's safe to say he's referring to the near absence of regulations.
Ah, you mean a silk. Okay. Protecting the state of lawlessness. Existent state apparatus. Okay, no permit then. Cool.
Hyper cool. No need for discounts at ceilings, officer. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up?
Yeah, that's an exact
Anything for you.
You selling them?
You mean these delicious pre-packaged shelf-stable meal kits? Really easy to cook, no hassle, really cheap too. Buy some, try them out.
No hassle. There's a little of a hassle here, it appears. A moral hassle.
Yeah. Yeah, but they're supposed to be humanitarian aid, right?
It is. Practically free. Yours for 5 cents a piece. Rock that tuna. Why not some macaroni too?
I think I said not for resale on the packaging.
No problem here, officer. I get all this from one of my suppliers. An extremely reputable guy.
Right, and who's your supplier?
Oh, he's a good guy. I think you'd get along. I'll let you know the next time he's around.
Interesting.
Where are you from?
Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
You're from Apricot Suzerainty.
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. It's super nice of you to apologize for colonialism, but the Apricot Suzerainty is a shithole. That's why I left.
Damn. You know, because of Revachol, you're welcome. I try to do the supportive. Right.
If you say so, officer. I don't worry too much about politics. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. Whatever's good for business is good for me.
This should be nice.
No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want.
Oh, okay. But why, officer? Ah, yes. Money is very important.
Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job.
Sorry, detective.
Okay. We'll look around. Thank you. No, we don't want to do any of that. Let's do a save game real quick, just in case. Okay, alright. This is all good here. What's this dude doing?
Welcome to Revachol.
Why are you addressing my partner like that?
Don't you welcome to Revachol. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him, Kim.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
What he means is, fixation on the Revacholian nation makes it harder for Revachol to actually attain self-determination.
Right, you're undermining our best shot at real self-determination. Yeah, what rhetoric said.
Oh, come on, man. I just said, welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Silence. The air between your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
Fucking A, Kim, I got your back, dude.
You two make a cute couple.
The lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness.
Nah, that's settled. We have a couple questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
He smells of heavy motor oils, and his breath of high tar content cigarettes, probably Astra Whites.
What are you hauling?
Oh, not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers are on strike, so it's a sit and wait on your ass situation.
Right. Wait, how long has this been going on, then? Actually, we know how long. Cargo? When are you supposed to pick up?
Apples.
Apples is exactly the kind of thing you'd say if you had something to hide.
Look, as detective, I come from a long line of lorrymen. We got ancient rights and privileges. Oh, I'm here to pick up a load of fucking apples, man. Just regular Koiko picked apples.
Koiko may be another derogative. For a person from Grad, you think?
So they grow apples in Grad?
Yep, it's one of their main exports. They grow them down South Yekokata. A beautiful place. Got great scenic vistas.
Ah, okay.
In fact, Yekokata is a desolate wasteland whose name literally translates to Zone of Ecological Catastrophe. It features no scenic vistas and supports virtually no plant or animal life.
Okay, then they definitely don't.
Yeah? Says who? Then, I guess they grow apples somewhere else. You can never really tell with those koikos. They're everywhere, except their own homes.
Ah.
He means the people living.
Yeah, you know, Gradniks, Gradvolk, those degenerates from Grad.
Okay, so it's an ethnic slur.
Hey, if the name and description fit by the very grace of nature, who am I to say otherwise?
So can I see the apples?
Did you miss the part where I said they aren't here yet? Besides, even if I did have some, I wouldn't go putting my nose in.
Relax. You've got all you can get here. He probably doesn't even know what he's hauling, even if it is something unsavory. So he'd remain unaccountable.
Right. You said you had rights and privileges, though, right?
Yeah, they're a big deal. My great-grandfather was a carter, had a royal license and everything. We've tried to hold on to our privileges. Someone made the cut. What did you think it was? That's how deep into history our thing reaches, before machines.
And that's a privilege?
Sure fucking is. We have a guild and everything, huh? Very ancient.
So
Very prestigious.
So it's a kind of union?
Hell no. It's a guild. Invitation only. Unions work for the rich fucks. They're basically the same. Been trying to fuck us out of our heritage in the name of profit, but you can't replace experience.
Right.
Trusting street thugs with their goods is going to fuck them right up the ass. Mark my words. Generations of practice and no laughing matter.
What was that argument? We're done here. I'm not interested in that. Frit. Okay.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Let's turn into bottles.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Right. Nice. Gloves. Interfacing. Those gloves. Hello, lady.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Yeah, what's that magazine you're using?
You mean this?
Yep.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
Forget about all that. What's the fashion?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Okay. Understandable. Numero uno guy right now. Look like this.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
I don't know. Frit?
What is Frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Okay.
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
Right.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
Trademark infringement. Nobody likes that. Well, let's proceed.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Well, we're the police lady, so you're gonna have to.
I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Not really.
Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
Well, thank you for your help. Yeah, you don't know anything.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Or Real.
What is what? It's a raincoat. If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
Her attention is drawn to the raincoats. Stealing one undetected will now be more difficult.
Okay.
You see several packaged raincoats. A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall, inviting you closer. The bottles wink at you in the light. The smokes too glitter in their wrapping. It's like looking into a kind of heaven. Your knees are weak. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol. Bear alcohol. Love alcohol.
Guess not, no.
Good thing you're an unrecovering alcoholic then.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Astra cigarettes, potent Pilsner, pale-aged vodka, Commodore. Right now, we're not drinking here, man. It's not happening.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. Their logo is the bloodless rose.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, Magnesium, and Hypnogamma. I don't know. Let's see. Nosafed is a nasal spray. Duramine is a really good painkiller. Magnesium is a dietary supplement. Hypnogamma is... I don't really know what Hypnogamma is. I guess it makes you feel less shit. It's recommended to use after lots of partying, studying, or exercising. No, sorry.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3 health. Magnesium heals +1 morale. Hypnogamma heals +3 morale.
Ah, thank you, tutorial. I appreciate it.
St. Baptiste. You know, St. Baptiste Pharmaceuticals. The one that sells meds out of St. Baptiste. That one.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives its name from Saint Baptiste, the city. Itself so named because that's what it is. A rare case where that really is the full etymological history. As far as almost anyone knows, at least.
Yeah, it was possible.
Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Well, that should be everything. Uh-huh.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. This big, heavy Grad-made machine is well kept for such an old machine. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings, stickers, insignia. The back end of the cabin has a small perch to sleep, large ashtrays. There are several suns and wheels sewn into the curtains. A book with ragged edges catches your notice. The front cover features a large, muscular man. The title reads, Man from Eamdal in the Lost City of the Pygmies.
Understandable.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. This is our guy.
The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia. Proclamations about honor, strength, and purity are glued to various panels.
Understandable.
A large metal pendant hangs from the rear view mirror. The pendant features a sun crowned with wavy rays.
Right. Wait, a sun with wavy... What does that mean?
It is the seal of Royalist era Revachol.
Ah. Alright, the lorry belongs to the tough guy.
Yes. This guy's proud of who he is. Drapes it all over his machine.
There he is, in front of Rita, smoking nervously.
Yep.
Hoping it's over. A Stars Ryko, one of the finest Zhimsk-made motor carriages ever. An oldie, but a goldie. Not many people outside of Grad, and Revachol West too, it appears.
Cam, check this out.
Estache Raiko KK2. That's a classic model. Never thought I'd see another one repainted after what happened last time.
Do I know what happened last time?
No, only that the motor carriage is typically baby blue, the colors of Sigismund the Great, an ancient Zhimsk ruler. His banners were famously zephyr and white, the colors of the stars Raiko.
Let me guess what happened last time, Kim. Blue and white are the colors of Zimsk. Someone painted it, got Zimsk mad, boom, murder.
That's, well, yes, exactly it, more or less.
Okay.
Except it was a crowd of them. Tore him out of the vehicle and ran him over with his own tires. They said it was an honor killing, Hussar style. The Jims community protested the trial, flying the colors. 5,000 came to protest.
Correction, 4,395. The fourth largest public protest of a criminal trial in Revachol.
Is that so, officer? I'll take you at your word.
Who are the...
People we are paid to protect. Let's leave it at that.
Right.
4 years for murder in Reunion. The perps were remorseful. Their sorry knocked 8 years off the sentence. That's the system.
The prisons in the greater Revachol Industrial Harbor are already full. Prisoners are expensive to maintain. The longer the sentence, the larger the cost.
Right.
I try to avoid drawing far-gone conclusions like this before actually examining the body, but my initial guess is the two are unrelated. Yes, detective?
That maybe looks better.
Okay. I'm not going to honor kill anyone over this, but I've seen it blue and white. It's much better that way.
Oh, we found some money. Oh, there's other stuff here. Okay.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece, secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Who's
A
this?
silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III." The Squander. As you look up, you notice something about the statue. There are some odd indentations on the king's chest piece.
Let's do this.
Even by the standards of the Philippian kings, old sumptuous Philip was known for his profligacy. Well, he blew through the whole national treasury, starting the decline of one of the penultimate century's greatest superpowers, the suzerain of Revachol.
Interesting.
His own maladministration foreshadowed the fall of the monarchy. During the anti-centennial revolution, an end to his family line and the monarchy on the Insulindian Isola.
How did he blow through a whole national treasury?
Stories have it that he had his bedroom converted into a treasure chamber, where he stored unfathomable wealth. Krugerrands, bars of gold, ornate weaponry, armor, and various chalices. He called it the Sol Aurum. It was obscene. There were whispers he slept on a huge pile of gold-dipped feathers, like some obese dragon, instead of a bed, like a normal person.
I would like to sleep on Gold Hustler style.
But wait, you haven't even heard about his fabled cocaine addiction.
Yeah, the what now?
You see, old Philippe wasn't just good at squandering the national treasury on gold and ceremonial weaponry. He was also a prodigious snorter of nose candy.
Right.
Not just any nose candy, though. We're talking Royal Philippian Blow, allegedly twice as potent as the stuff you find nowadays, and purple. Philippian cocaine was purple.
That's a lot to process.
His Majesty's courtiers said it helped him connect with the higher realms.
So he was addicted to nose candy and a bloated
That's what the
druggie.
revolutionaries said 150 years later, right before they emptied out the royal mausoleum and dumped His Majesty's mortal remains in the Insulindian Bay.
That's weird, though. 150 years ago, there was cocaine. I don't know about that.
Beneath the cold waters of the Insulindian Bay, thrown there by the revolutionaries after they cleaned out the royal mausoleum. The original was blown apart by communards, then further damaged during the landing of the coalition's airships during the turn-of-the-century revolution, when Martinez was leveled. Most historians think the coalition's hasty landing may have ultimately saved the statue. If the communards had more time, they would have reduced it up to even finer pieces.
Who restored the mark?
Some years ago, a group of liberal, artistically inclined individuals, designers mostly, thought it would be ironic to restore the statue of the most wasteful ruler of Revachol in the poorest part of the city. The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time, a rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
That's a bad idea. It's distasteful and insensitive and distant, not grounded at all. It's disrespectful.
People in Martinez tend to agree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists. Those critics might have it wrong, though. There's more to it than just ironism. But you can't say Philip III, the squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death. Not that he ever did in life either. Something with great kinetic energy seems to have impacted the cure. Someone shot him in the heart. Interesting.
Okay, I can see it, but I take your... Well, Martinez is riddled with bullet holes. This place saw a lot of action during the revolution. But the statue is recently renovated, so maybe a joke? Target practice or a political statement?
Maybe it's connected to murder. I don't know about that. It seems like it's a bit of a stretch.
If we connect every bullet hole in Martinez to the murder, we'll get an overwhelming amount of loose threads. But then again, we don't really know what we are dealing with here, so... I've made a note. Don't hold your breath.
The king stands high above you, surveying the bay, mute and indifferent to your sightings.
Understandable. Well, let's see here. Is there anything else? Probably not, right? Ooh. Autosave. Is there a person here?
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile.
So it's an old Polaroid that's yellowed with age. Okay. Ma'am, I'd like to ask you some questions.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
All right. Thank you, Kim. You're my moral compass, I suppose. You kind of just not show up. This guy's big. Finger pistols, 9mm. Bought cabinet. How many points do I have? Do I have point? Where can I see my? I have one. So I do have skill points, or I don't have skill points? I guess I don't have skill points. I guess I don't have skill points. Okay. See what happens to this guy.
Bastards! We have a right to work!
I am the law! What's going on here?
Hold up and stay frosty, everyone. Cops are here.
Alpha male turns to you.
You here to fuck with us? Beat the honest worker down.
No.
Good. We're fighting for a cause here. Right to work! Right to work! Besides, we're not that different. It helps if people see us talking, cops and strikebreakers together. Shows authorities are on our side. Builds confidence. Might be time. Don't let the fat bastards tread on you. Cops tend to side with the higher-ups, but you're essentially still workers. I don't trust cops, but I can see you understand the right to work! Right to work! Rights of people, rights of workers, to have gainful employment, to make a salary, and feed their families.
His manner of speaking is wooden, the tone of voice bland and uninspired, almost as if compiling replies from a set of learned phrases.
Okay.
Maybe you should ask them the questions, like why we're not allowed to make a living here. Shame on you! We have families to feed, you piece of shit.
So do we, Scott.
Exactly is your goal here.
We were promised work. We'd be in there, working, if the bastards hadn't shut the gates.
I'm able to reach the entrance.
Main gate's locked. Would take heavy ordnance to bust it open, and try to get in through the secretary's office. Door's locked. The guard's blocking the way to the access panel. And I don't mean the scrawny mess punk either. I mean head measurer. Or whatever he is.
Head measurer?
Huge Seminese guy standing up there on the overhead passage. Won't let anyone by. The access panel is right behind him.
How bad could one guy be?
Bad. Standing on a narrow bridge, he's got a strategically advantageous position. And he's trained. I don't know how the Union has a trained killer up there, But that one's no joke, and my men are tired and hungry. They're workers, not fighters. Why don't you go arrest them instead? I'm sure they've done plenty of criminal shit. They have that look.
Huh.
It would be better for the neighborhood if you went home, at least for now, if you can't get in anyway.
No! They will give up eventually. Or get drunk. Leave the button unguarded. Then we charge.
Huh. Okay. A perfect light bearded square wedge.
Have fun. Union shits are on full strike. Don't think they're going to let you through the gates. I'm trying to meet their fat boss.
Interviewing people.
I know nothing about a murder. Wouldn't put it past these harbor bugs. They'd do anything to stay alive. Right to work! It's shameful. Cops doing nothing. We should bring backup, open up the gates for us. Blockading gainful employment for workers is a crime.
Ain't really my area of expertise, though.
We are not picking a side in this just yet, sir.
Pity. Let us work!
Who are all these strike breakers?
Honest men and women with rights to work, to be useful, not toys for corporate interests.
Understandable. Hold on, the man runs his... So honest man, women, not toys for corporate interest. The man runs a hand through a steadily grainy military haircut. Why does he have a fucking military haircut?
We came
This
here
dude
to
a
help
chud?
the harbor run smoothly in time of crisis. If Union fucks don't want work, they ought to let in those who do want work.
Come to think of it, this guy is the only man who looks this jacked. I don't like this. I don't like this guy.
I have a question. Why do all these men follow your leadership?
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No. They follow the rules of the market, the rules of the economy, because they were given a job to do! When a bunch of ungrateful, lazy cockroaches can't get their act together, decide to block honest work for other people.
Uh-huh.
Beats me. They mumble nonsense about boardrooms and workers' rights, while we have the right to work!
There's something odd in the way he carries himself. His set of clothing looks vaguely mismatched. The different pieces of the attire seem ill-fitting.
Right.
His shirt is far too small and an unpleasantly tight fit, while the overalls, held up by a belt, seem to fit a man with much more corpulence.
You're wearing new clothes?
He ignores your question, choosing instead to turn to the emaciated workers, raising both fists in the air. The clothes are obviously not his.
What the hell? Why does he not? This dude's a chud.
Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but he won't say what. You've been talking to him for quite a while now. Something is off with this guy. Ask him where he's from.
What's it to you?
Routine part of the investigation. I thought you looked real familiar for a second there.
No, don't think we've met before. I came to help out the people.
Every once in a while, it's like you can see glimpses of another guy under the guise of this fighter for jobs. He seems a more brutal, cunning, and suspicious person. Just a hunch. Or you just might be paranoid.
Ah.
We're all workers, right? Workers stick together. Came from the eminent domain, in Jamrock. Backgrounds in odd jobs, heavy lifting, cargo hauling, bouncer work. I know the drill.
A bouncer?
Worked at Territorial. Ring a bell? We're done here. I have a strike to break.
This guy. Money! Yay!
You're hazy on the notion of a scab. Smells like politics, though.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money.
Psst. Show him your stolen card. Now has...
Speaking of, what brings the RCM here? To the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
The man looks at the colorful piece of...
But that's not you, officer. From back when you were not a cop, but a heavy-set, dark-skinned dock worker named Santiago Jean? Highly unlikely. I've known John for several years now.
Now you're in a mess. The time hath not arrived. Sorry.
Oh, John's been out drinking himself blind again? He should watch his step, Dad.
No, it will prove useful still. Believe your thieving fingers.
I just stole the car for no reason. Nah, we're just gonna...
Oh, is my friend in some sort of trouble? Who knew? Murder, huh? That sounds like a lot of hard work. You'd never see me investigating a murder.
I'll never get it. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm actually very fun and easy.
I don't believe you. Post L'Aventurier said the same thing. They tried to get me to be their postman. So fun, so easy. It wasn't. I'm doing much better here at the harbor. Being an honest union man with a lot of free time on his hands. My friend, I respect the right to roam. The open range awaits.
I mean, you're gonna let me through?
I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a granter of passage. The passage grants itself.
If it's so simple, why did the scab leader warn you of the guards blocking the way?
Aye. Walk right past Measurehead and go in. Yeah, the 2.5-meter tall Semini supremacist there. Walk right past him, then press the button to unlock the door, then go past him again, and you enter the arbor through the office. Está.
Ah.
Don't worry, I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, or you could convert to a Semini supremacist worldview. Or, maybe it actually is completely impossible. Not yet, no. He's incredibly strong.
Has anyone here ever bested him? Okay.
Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to. Not enough intuition.
Ah, okay.
Sure. You know, serious business. I'm sure the big boss will be glad.
He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike too. Just can't break the command structure and tell you now.
Understandable. There's... Measurehead, huh? Let's talk to Measurehead.
Nobody betrays your degeneracy.
Yeah, Measurehead. His body totally betrays his degeneracy.
Are you admiring my morphophysiology? It must be frightening to stand in the shadow of this racial pinnacle. Be calm, Sandwich. You are not in danger, because you are not a threat to me. What is this androgynous display of sexual maturity?
Merely standing up makes you sweat profusely. Your breathing is erratic. Your own heartbeat in your ears grows frantic, and you feel your...
Stop it! You are embarrassing yourself in front of this woman and your pedomorphic friend. This display of weakness may appeal to older women with a stronger maternal instinct, but it is a liability here on Battlefield Martinez.
Jean-Luc, his body is betraying his degeneracy really hard. Maybe you can ask him to leave.
Oh my god.
That is precisely the negligence that has led you to succumb to Al Ghul. You reek of it. An invisible sword of Al Ghul emerges from your throat. You cannot see it, but others can. It is making the woman in my company sick. No, you don't. You need to get another drink. Occidental Haplogroup B4 is done giving orders around here. The influence of the Sandwich race is waning.
This guy.
Does this remind you of someone? The guy down there?
Look at my craniology. I am the pinnacle of my haplogroup. The pink blob is a bad example, even of yours. It saddens me. You were once a noble and powerful race. You gave the world eugenics, electricity, and powerful weapons of war like missiles and aerostatic aircraft. You made great gains in metallurgy, race theory, and statecraft.
Interesting.
You dominated lesser cultures, like the deformed Hemians and the inexplicably potato-obsessed Khoikos. But now your ascent to the genetic summit has halted. You are obsessed with sadness and with frivolous pop culture. You will be superseded.
It is, baby, yeah. You know it.
That's insane. This guy is insane.
There is a button right behind him, just out of reach. It must be the one that opens the door to the harbor.
It is my task to keep the degenerate drunks from entering the harbor. That is right. You should leave the stage of history with dignity by inviting the other races to a great world war. Bring your troops to the Seminine Islands and to Boogie Street, and we will pulverize you. When you are gone, we will build a museum for you.
Damn.
The walls will be lined with bottles of Al Ghul, your beloved beverage. Inside, we will store the odes to homosexuality you call art, and your microcephalic skulls.
This frickin' guy.
There may be a peaceful solution to this. You could internalize Meshahet's race theory. He would take you as one of his own.
No.
Well, not as such. What you do with the mastery of advanced race theory is up to you. You could reject the findings, sure, or accept them and become an advanced racist.
I'm not becoming an advanced racist. You're insane.
Racists are generally not very good examples of their race.
Welcome to Revachol. You hear him yell at a redhead woman. He must think redheads are...
I am not like them. I am craniometric perfection. I have taken the trouble to permanently draw a phrenology grid on my skull and features. This should dispel any doubt.
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions. One thing, however, it is not entirely free of throwbacks in the phylogenetic tree. His large jaw, for example, could be a trait indicative of criminalism. Also, his earlobes could be small.
That atavistic stigmata makes pussy say yes, plenty.
Babe, thanks. But I got this.
Alright, let's quick save.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
I wonder, is there anything I can do as far as physical... It's a physical instrument?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Alright, we're gonna die.
You have really let yourself go.
How did this happen? Your little fist is in his giant hand and he's squeezing it. It hurts.
You must be out of your mind, degenerate drunk. Say it. I am a degenerate alcoholic.
Your fist cracks in his hand like a ripe apple. Pain shoots up into your brain as he's twisting it more and more.
The words to the song have changed. Say, I am a violent drunk.
Your hand twists in his grip and the pain blinds you. Still you press the words out of your swollen...
Good. Now leave before you humiliate your homoerotic organization any further.
Let's try that again. I want to see this guy get his ass kicked.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
I wonder, is there anything we can do? Anything we can take?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
How did...
I want to see this guy get his ass kicked.
Your race descent has only worsened.
Oh, hey!
You have really let yourself go.
Just like that, instinct took over. A solid strike straight into his throat, into the cartilage. You could swear you felt the soft palate break. The man is reeling, gasping for air. Time stands still around you. In the distance, the sounds of the harbor are falling silent. All you hear is a small gurgling sound as a trickle of blood appears on the man's lip.
Back up and perform a 360 flying spin kick. Damn, dude!
The man lands with a dull down puppet of muscles and singing. For a moment, he still tries to keep his head up, dazed eyes looking at you with unimaginable surprise.
Yeah, your fucking phrenology didn't save your ass from that kick, did it? Disco Inferno. Welcome to Revachol. Disco Inferno. Fucking bastard. Just press the button. We made our point.
As you slam your fist on the button, the man collapses entirely, his head rolling to the side.
Looks like you're the new measurehead now.
No one is the new measurehead. Let's go before he...
The man is still knocked out.
There that was. Okay. What's this? Hold on.
An imposing combination of a punch clock and a payphone is looking down at you from the wall. A note on the side says, "Tokens unavailable due to strike. Use change." On second glance,
It's unfortunate for the Union to just leave their paperwork.
the drawer opens hundreds of documents containing logistical data.
Hmm.
Two kinds of transactions stand out. Materials coming into Revachol from the outside world, from Muindi, Grad, and even Ilmara. And the same materials being handed over to companies inside Revachol, Kuron, Coal City, La Delta, and Jamrock are listed among the many districts where the imports are being sold. It's hard to make sense of this thicket of company names, dates, quantities, and percentages. You try to focus, but the lines are getting blurry. The drawer slides. Finger pistol, 9mm.
Ah.
Snap, snap, baby. Turns out guns aren't that much for protecting as they are for attacking people. If you want to protect people, really work for them, you have to whip out your signature dual 9mm Villiers finger pistols. Who needs real guns anyway? That conversation you just had? It would have gone better had you snapped those bad boys at them. Note, 9mm dual finger pistols do not count for an actual weapon in a gunfight.
Understandable. I'll accept that. Reaction speed, safety's always off. What left their coffee machines? Go ahead and save real quick. Magnesium. Close. Understandable. Go ahead. Save. I want to see.
Yes?
The file cabinet stands steady as look how blurry all the lines. Hermeneutics was almost.
Try again. It said visual calculus.
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry hermeneutics.
Load the game. We're just scumming for a good roll, aren't we? Jesus.
The file cabinet stands steady. Look how blurry
What is it?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurred Erwin.
It says you should try until 4. Okay, so basically 1 out of every 4 tries, statistically, if I do this 100
The
times.
file cabinet stands steady as ever. Look how blurry.
We're just not going to do it. It's been over 4 times. I'm not doing it. Ooh, would you look at this?
Looks like someone left his tarpaulin cloak hanging on the railing here. There is a white rectangle clearly visible on its back.
Yes, it was probably you. The service cloak issued to you by a...
As your fingers touch the tarpaulin, it almost feels like...
Jeez. There's a lot of bottles here. Picking up every single one. We need that 10 cents. 10 cents a piece. What's in here?
Yes?
This is the night watchman's booth. Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself. Sit down and have a breather.
If you must. But please hurry.
Nothing incriminating catches your eye. The cabinets are clean and their sparse contents meticulously organized. It's a black and white photo of a young couple out in a street fair. The man is young, dark-skinned, and dressed in a...
Why did you take that? Fine. But let's move. I don't want to be seen snooping around here.
The chair is not as austere as the rest of the booth. A thin grey pillow is attached to the seat. The drawers are empty, save for old timesheets and receipts. One small box, however... Oh boy, where to start?
Oh my
Elevated
God.
risk of dementia, mini strokes, prophet's disease, sudden death, hair death,
Watery
erectile
blood, black
malfunction,
mucus, uncontrollable
critical
weeping.
flatulence, watery blood. Don't think about that. Quick, think about something else.
I'm scared I'll never be able to be held or loved in this world again. Oh my God. Ooh. I actually went up to him and said, I want to have fuck with you earlier. What the hell's wrong with me? I have things to do. Disco mirror balls, kick-ass moves.
Maybe this was a bad idea. You take the painkillers. They are yours now. You stand and exit the booth. A rusting control panel with several knobs. To marsh. On. Arrête. Off. With a loud grind, the crane shifts overhead, moving a massive metal container through the air.
Understandable. Jeez.
And with a surprisingly the harbor sleeps as the strike rages in the distance. The crane can rest again, moving this container of...
I can't see how that was worth the wreckers, except for seeing the crane in action, which I admit was satisfying.
Before you stands a cargo. Before you stands a cargo container.
You do? There are a million containers here. Why are you fixating on this one? There may very well be, but we are not here to look for that. We are not here to interact with containers. We are here to talk to the Union, right?
You attempt to turn the handle. To your left, the lieutenant considers your actions with some puzzlement. No reply. The knock produces a hollow ring of metal.
Persuade
Doesn't sound like there's anything inside the container.
Persuade the door to open. Dude, might as well, right?
Why are you even trying to open a door with rhetoric?
Because what wasn't an option? Now is not the time to get philosophical, detective. You can do that after hours.
Anyway. Okay. Let's go back down here and check out that car. No choice but to talk to the leader. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yes, money.
Container, container, I'll turn you nice and red.
The lyrics to this container song, the accent is so thick, it's impossible not to notice he's Ubi, from the vanishing peninsula of ELYISUIM.
Container, container, used to be Wild Pines. Container, container, now belongs to Everard. Everard, he looks after everyone. Huh? Well, I see you are not a union man, mister. Did you get lost? You're not one of them scabs, are you? I mean, I don't personally mind. Folks is just folks, you know, and folks gotta eat. Just some of the other guys don't look too kindly on the scabbing kind, if you know what I mean, mister.
You're Ubi, right?
Yes. Born and raised in Irish, mister. Mum had to leave my dad after he got a bit violent. Took us here to the new world. I was about 10 then. Too old to lose my accent then. People say us Ubis are up to all sorts of trouble with sheep and other animals and whatnot.
What the
I
fuck?
just want you to know there was never any of that where I come from. No, sir.
Why
Those
would
are
you
just
bring that
nasty
up?
rumors.
Thank you for clarifying that, sir.
Oh, I'm just making some covers for them containers here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. So it's easier for the crane operators to spot them.
The containers in the yard are green in wild. It's like some red infection. There appear to be cisterns underneath the Union container covers.
No, not really. Mr. Everett doesn't tell me all the big things. Says I go and tell them to everyone. Oh, I don't know, mister. They say it's some chemicals. Most of them have labels on them, I think.
Yes, they are hiding it from the inside. All the red containers have the Debarders Union logo on them.
Oh, no trouble at all, mister. No trouble at all. Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in. We're on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Jeez.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Everard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate. But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Everard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What kind of trouble did they get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about it. Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off. I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. Well, that's just how boys are, you know.
Right.
I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Look at him. It's not going to be anything useful anyway. Don't fight it. Better to go with the flow.
Look, it's not going to be anything useful.
I remember I was the runt of the class. The bigger boys always used to pick on me. You see, but Mr. Everett and his brother always came to help. Once they beat old Noel Becker so bad he needed stitches on his head.
Ooh.
Noel never started another fight with anyone after this. Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar are real nice guys, mister. You should go talk to Mr. Everett. I'm sure you'll be good friends. He's friends with everyone around here. Yes, everybody needs a job, and this is mine. I'm Leonard, by the way. Leonard Bellick. I'm like Mr. Everett's right-hand man when Mr. Edgar is out of town. And Mr. Edgar's right-hand man when Mr. Everett is away. Actually, Miss Beaufort is the right-hand man, but she's a lady.
Who is this, Miss Beaufort?
A real pretty lady with a skin like those Douai Sucre candy bars my missus likes so much. Them are real nice to suckle on once the dinner is done and me and the missus sit down beside the radio.
Right.
But I can't listen to the radio all the time. There's so much to do around here and I'm always busy keeping things running here. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, Lizzie, she is a real sharp tool. Mr. Everett put her through some fancy school and everything, east of the river. 4 years she was gone, and when she came back, she was all fancy and lawyerly.
He respects that word.
But she's a real nice girl. Grew up in this here neighborhood, knows everybody and gets along with everyone. If me missus and me was to have a child, I'd be real happy if she turned out like her. But she can't have kids.
No problem, Leo.
Dr. Lemaitre said so. And she knows about such things. Been a doctor for almost 50 years, she has.
So Everett trained a lawyer named Miss Beaufort. Interesting.
Huh.
Yes, this place really seems to run like clockwork.
Well, thanks a lot. Sometimes I feel some of the guys don't really get how much I bust my ass for them here. But you guys are all right.
What's in this container?
Oh, that one. That should be empty as far as I know.
Told you.
Oh, you want Mr. Everett then? Guys like Mr. Everett and Mr. Edgar, his brother, are real good guys. Made Martinez what it is today. Oh, Mr. Everett is where he always is. In his office, of course.
Okay.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye. Go ahead and get in here. Dude, there's a bunch of coffee. Okay. Quick save. Just in case something bad happens.
Before you is a walrus of a man seated behind a large desk. He looks up from his work, not the least bit surprised to see you.
Huh. Okay, hi, sir.
With great effort, he straightens himself up in his chair, yet says nothing. He simply stares at you, with a mixture of expectation and impatience, well bottled.
Are you in charge of the dock workers?
Welcome, Mr. Dubois, Mr. Kitsuragi. It's good of you two to stop by. Please, have a seat. I'm Everard Clare, head of the Debarders Union here in Martinez. I'd offer you my hand, but unfortunately my health prevents me from getting up. You understand?
Yes.
He looks extremely comfortable. The tiny folding chair, on the other hand, looks like a torture device.
You go ahead, detective.
Whatever he has in store for you, it can't be good, he thinks. I'll do my best. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us converse in a civilized manner, as equals. Take a seat. I insist. Very well, Mr. Dubois. I respect a man with strong convictions. I, too, have convictions. One of which is that I will not engage with any man who won't face me at eye level. Should you find yourself more amenable in the future, I'd gladly resume our conversation. But
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a fork. Sit down or leave.
Ah. Fine.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, and reasonable men can be of great use to one another. So tell me, how can the head of the Debarders Union help a representative of the Revachol Citizens Militia today?
The chair you're sitting on has got to be the most uncomfortable chair in the world. It's violating your backside.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I heard you got a rather rude reception from a certain Lawrence Gart. Some people have no manners. It pains me. This should take care of that nonsense. It should be sufficient to cover your expenses for a few days and patch over your differences with a cafeteria.
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Don't say anything, I guess.
Is there anything you'd like to say to me? Or... Cool? I wouldn't go that far. I'm sure there are cooler things than delivering a comically oversized novelty check to a cafeteria. Now, I'd like to set your mind at ease about one other matter. Your lost gun. Let me assure you, Union people are on it as we speak.
His slug-like lips move, but all you hear, the world is swallowed by a black hole of fear. Only two words escape its gravitational pull. Lost and gun. Oh God, why didn't you think of this before? Cops have guns. Where's yours? Fuck love. This is your gun. This is serious.
Are you all right, Harry? You seem anxious. It's not like you left it loaded. You didn't lose a loaded gun. Local children aren't out there playing with it right now, pointing it into their own mouths. It's in a safe place. I just know it.
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Okay. Okay, so the gun was a surprise. The chair is killing you. Side effect spooks. And then took the novelty check. Damn.
God, you're
Okay, well, let's try that again. Let's do it a little differently here. So I want to see how this plays out. Good rolls only.
With a mixture of expectation.
Welcome. I'd offer you.
He looks
You go ahead.
Whatever. Forget about that. What's with this Dubois stuff? You're getting some seriously bad vibes from that name.
The gun is always going to...
Please, Mr. Dubois, let us
It's nothing. Yes, that's probably right.
Very well. I too. Should you find...
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got...
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. I can see that you're a reasonable man, so tell...
The chair you're...
Oh, by the way, it should be...
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money.
Okay. I respect him now.
His slug-like lips move, but the world is... Oh, God. Why didn't you think of this before? It's gone.
Are you all right? It's not like you left...
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it. You always keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
The gun was a surprise. The chair is killing you. Still an 8% chance.
God, you're sweating.
Okay. What? I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to fail this, but I want to see how I can make it different.
Before you, with a mixture of
Welcome. I'd offer you...
He looks...
You go ahead.
Whatever. Forget about that. What's with...
Please, Mr. Dubois. Let us very well. I too. Should you find your...
You're no Titan affiliation, buddy. He's got you in a...
Mr. Dubois, I hope time is on your side this time. Please, take a seat. Please, Mr. Dubois. Very well. I too.
Okay.
Should you find...
You're no Titan affiliation.
Excellent, Mr. Dubois. So
the chair you're...
Oh, by the... This should take... It should be...
Wow, that's 25 real. That's good money. You need it.
Yes, I know.
With a grin, he points to the checker game. It's like you're on a game show. At least don't thank him for it.
Okay. Now...
His slug-like lips move. The world is... Oh, God. Why didn't... It's gone. Your gun...
Are you all right? It's not like you...
It was loaded. There were 2 bullets in it.
So it's still
You always
8%.
keep at least 2 barrels loaded.
Okay.
God, you're sweating. Your knee is jerking. You're about to cry, aren't you? You want to cry?
Mr. Dubois, you don't look...
What is this, Mr. Dubois?
Mr. Dubois! Mr. Dubois! Harry! Mr. Dubois, are you okay?
Maybe you could use your hands somehow, in a kind of throw-in motion, like you're throwing that Mr. Dubois act right back at him. He's Mr. Dubois.
What an odd demonstration of... You got me, Harry. I don't even know what.
Okay, enough. We are here.
Quick, here's your window. Get yourself together and ask him questions. Police officer questions.
Let's talk about the hanging. Didn't I save earlier? Right. I'm gonna see about something real quick. So I already kicked this dude's
Your
ass.
race
didn't I?
descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
Hold on.
You have really let yourself go.
Hold on. What did we do here?
How?
Martinez, day 3. This was a quick save that we already did. Let me see if I can go open the door. I don't want to talk to the dude. freaking kick Measurehead's ass again.
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
I don't want to do this, but I gotta. It's the only way I
Your
can
race descent has only worsened since I last saw you. You have really let yourself go.
See what I can do differently here.
How?
Your race descent has only worsened since I last saw you.
There we go.
You have really let yourself go.
I do
Just
like the kick.
The man, all you hear is a small gurgling sound. The man lands with a dull thump, like a broken down glass. You slip.
Looks like
No one.
And then there was stuff I had to pick up. Oof. Let's go to Kim's car and see if we can figure out what's going on with the gun. Let me save real quick. I want to see what I can do about.
Before you stands a motor carriage. This must in the cabin. You are welcomed by a set of steering levers. A scent of leatherwork and heavy fuel oils washes over you. A metallic drawer.
Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are.
The pry bar feels not useful for opening all. The handles are long and you can do. It's robust, weatherproof, and lets you see things. The pull-out toolbox slides back. The white suede as you tap on the gauge. The indicator.
There's no use pressing.
Translation. We're not going anywhere, right? The frequency tab, the soft.
this is
Hello, Alice.
Operating the radio is easy. Just be confident. You've probably done it 1,000 times.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57.
Under the green prime line, a yellow saved button catches your eye. You wonder what the lieutenant's default radio station is.
Just a second, Officer.
10-2, 10-5.
The man uses relay code. You got this. You're a cop.
10-4, message received. 10-5, relay message. What's your... 10-18, state your message, sir. 10-9, over. 10-4, message received.
Is it him? What does he want?
Says he lost his badge.
He what? He lost his badge?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. You mean your partner?
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his gun.
It's your partner, satellite officer.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking...
Who lost his badge?
Dick
Damn.
fucking Mullen.
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen.
Dick Mullen is not your name. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Ten-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost...
He lost his badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
10-9, come again. I didn't...
New Heights even...
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost.
Sergeant Orson wants to know...
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you? Okay, it's gone.
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
Even before you can get the words out.
He says he didn't lose his gun.
Ask him to describe it. His...
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
Kim, what are you packing?
It's a single-shot Kiel A9. An armistice, to be precise.
Says it's armistice? What is he? Dear God, he lost his gun. This isn't really a...
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself. But Disco...
Oh, I can't. I'm not going to. Ask him. Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia.
I left it at his mom as after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that.
That's a negative.
What's he saying?
He said he sodomized your mother.
The prick ate Mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday party. Some nerve he's got.
Sure, vanilla waffles?
Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my... Tell him to apologize.
Sergeant Orson requests that you apologize for the claims that you made about his mother. Over. Mac, he says you shouldn't have antagonized the firewalker in... Who? Satellite Officer V. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewater, sir. Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck. Satellite Officer V. 10-4, affirmative.
Oh, God,
Officer, do you need further assistance?
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, think it through. You're going to be
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. Ten-9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over. What? He seems intoxicated and
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new.
Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. 10. No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed things weren't that good on that front. Over. 10-4. Does he actually want something, or is he... He asked if he ever told me... For God's sake, cut this shit out! Tell him to stop waiting. Sir, Satellite Officer Vicmar. So, was there anything else? Understood, sir. Over. Roger that. 10-10. Over and out.
Finger pistols, 9mm.
Finger pistols, nice.
Snap, snap.
Yes?
No response. He's having trouble processing it. Believing it even.
Have you tried concentrating on something other than your personal affairs? Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you're still having trouble then, I can give you an orientation. Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is unbecoming.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom that anyone could drink so much as to retroactively erase their entire life.
Then you should consider seeking medical attention. You can use the radio in my kinema to call your station's Lazareth. Was there anything else you wanted?
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio mic.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? It will take just...
Her voice is...
Gottlieb, what you...
He's carelessly chewing on a piece of hard candy.
Oh, it's you. With all the damage you've been dealing yourself with drugs and alcohol, I'm not surprised. What else? I'm not a brain doctor. Look on the bright side, you've got a whole new life now.
It's hard to say if he doesn't believe you, or doesn't care.
And you survived it. Congratulations. Even better. Anything else? I wouldn't worry about that. Officers your age have coronary trouble all the time. Also, death is a natural part of life. What? You want me to do blood work for you again? Tell you just how bad things really are across the board? You want another rundown of everything collapsing inside your body?
You want the real, honest-to-God truth? Stop drinking, eat magnesium and vitamin D. Our station is not a retirement home. We don't have the funds to deal with rock stars past their prime. And no, I don't want to hear a political commentary on the topic. In fact, I got work to do. Some idiot has glued his eyelids shut with cyanoacrylate. It looks like Mactorson.
Damn.
It's not fucking cryoactylate. It's super glue, Doc.
Damn.
Cyanoacrylate is superglue.
Interesting.
Firewalker? Oh, yes, you are. Just don't breathe in the general direction of your fire feet. Do exactly that. Put yourself out of your misery. Take a deep, diaphragmatic breath in and...
Self-immolation has been all the rage in Lomangpang for a while now. It's, of course, yes.
I'm the most serious person at the station, Detective. Now, do you have any current pressing?
Anything else I can help you with, officer? Of course. What is the number?
Yes.
Received.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi slowly begins to tap a...
Officer? Yes, hello? Oh, right.
There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
Yes, I know who you are.
This exact conversation has happened before. Establishing authority before this young girl seems to have been important to you in the past. Don't go there again.
Oh.
Real policemen have uniforms too, by the way. Where's yours? Yes, you absolutely should. It's awful.
Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making suicide jokes.
Damn.
It got pretty graphic.
That's messed up, dude.
Oh, those again. You know, when you put your gun, your actual gun, on your temple and pretend to shoot your brains out, off of that, people don't like that. I remember this. You were screaming things like, "My brains are all over the wall, painting them red. I won't be seeing it, 'cause these are my brains. I can't see without my brain."
No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, "Big bucks cannot lie," and "Guns can't buy money, but money can always buy guns." It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask.
Okay.
Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. The disco things. No, not me. What? Of course it bothered me. But I thought the union already... No one calls the police. The union, you know... What the union says goes.
Legally, no. In reality, yes. Martinez is de facto policed by the Dock Workers Union.
I didn't want...
Push her further. Show her the error of her ways.
The other people who live around here. You don't live here. Please, I didn't know I had to report it. I thought someone would take him down eventually. Yes, I know. It's just... No, sorry. People don't have the money to...
So the union has a phone.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Yeah, go on. You mean, why did I leave the bar?
Why not?
Let's just say I left because I... What? No, why would you even think that? Please, don't bring
God, why can't you just...
I already said I don't want to talk about this. You're messing everything up again. No, absolutely not.
That came so fast, you can't but wonder what else she would be good at. Baseball? Ring-a-bell quiz shows? Catching keys in the air? Petting an angry cat?
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again.
Unfortunate.
Bye.
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skua thing happened. It just made me want to quit. The stuffed bird, the great skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac.
Oh my God.
I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
Bitch got what was coming to her.
Didn't seem like you had fun doing it, though. Yes, obviously. You were the worst. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you, well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Oh my God.
We Go On by the O.O. I can't listen to it anymore. You've turned it into a parody. To hell with that. Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no... And then you screamed something about being the most boring person alive and how everyone leaves you because you're just so boring. And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with poop. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers. The ones I had to rent. Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little... Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Well, you're the worst tavern wench. I'm truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened. Oh, all sorts of things. From disco, rock. Which one with that? Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in San Sanj. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Wait, really? No. I was actually flattered.
There's a pause. You can almost see.
I didn't know what to say to him later. Then you came and destroyed the place. So I left without explaining. Okay, but please don't mess it up. Please don't take out your gun or something.
Right.
You hear a sigh of relief.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
As always, it's DJ Matt.
A flock of seagulls takes off right away. The lieutenant reaches into the cabin.
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right? Oh, is that what it was called?
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Souped up motor carriage for you, bad mama's boy. For your foot and the freaky.
God damn it. Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or... You would be too if you had this motor carriage. But seriously, let's quit joking.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect it to someone? 57's over and out.
In the cabin, you see a set.
All right. Well... Whew. Well... Let's go in here, talk to this guy, find out where our gun went.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags.
Hold on 1 sec. Let me put this thing on.
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the... Why? What's this? A head...
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider.
Okay.
The Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend.
Alright.
About a man who rides the streets of Revachol sporting a fawn tracksuit. As you see, he's missing his
insane.
head. 50 cents. Bargain price. I'll throw in the tiny cap too.
Oh, really nice.
I think he's looking for it, or something. That part of the story has many interpretations.
Understandable.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head.
Sure. 50 cents.
Did I mention that this figurine is supposed to be lucky? Always carry it with you.
Alright, buddy. Why don't you tell me a little bit about my gun in a second?
A very large red t-shirt with an impressive print stands out from the other garb.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. The print depicts a muscled man striding toward you, a giant sword in each hand, encircled by burning embers. Behind him is a cluster of cabins engulfed in flames. Beneath him are the words, Hyundal burning.
That is a band t-shirt if I've ever heard of one.
The antlers on the hood of the man's cloak and his piercing blue eyes are familiar.
Let's give it a sniff. Just
Smells like worn cotton and a little old sweat there.
Okay.
Worn cotton with a side of flea market or trash bin.
Understandable.
Sniffing is okay. But please don't try anything on. Can't have you leaving your photon emissions in the fabric of things you're not going to buy.
Photon emissions. That's really weird. Man. You sure? How much you selling it for?
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
You can give it to me for free then?
Why?
Because I'm a broke cop. Perhaps I could repay you and... I mean...
I sympathize, I do. But this is a for-profit enterprise.
I wonder what happens
2 real.
That's dirt cheap.
But I deal in goods, not services.
Maybe you say one more thing.
That's dirt cheap.
But
let's say...
Well, you'll just have to buy it then. But it's not like it's expensive.
-2 authority. It's like 2 real, that's right.
Welcome to here.
Hey, so we've been monitoring you internally, and now we know your Copo type. Yes. Guess what's yours?
I'm sorry you had to monitor. Sorry,
Yes,
cop?
sorry cop. The cop who's sorriest. Oh, you know, Apocalypse, Superstellar, the advanced interesting cop, Liquid Shadow cop. But you're too sorry to say those things. So, here we go?
Sure.
Of course you are. It's so that won't happen.
Thought cabinet. Forget. Let's empathy? Was it empathy? There's something I was gonna put a skill point in. We have 2 skill points. We can do endurance. I'm gonna wait for a sec. I'm gonna wait before I put any of that in there.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among the...
Yes, officer.
His manner is casual, but his...
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. Hey, I don't know where it came from, but it's not every day you get to buy and sell something so extraordinary.
Man's got a point.
It's not often that... What can I do for you? I haven't had any problems myself.
Who are your customers?
All kinds of people come through here.
Understandable.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from. It keeps me...
He's well composed, but underneath it you sense psychedelic processes bubbling.
Hold on 1 second here. Let me change my clothes for that one. Okay. Electrochemistry.
Hello again. How can I help you?
Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects, and it makes your eyes turn yellow.
That's called liver failure.
Why on earth? These are prescription. I can't really see without them. Rolodon is just something I was with the emergency relief brigade.
He's taken it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days.
The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young, so I came to Martinez. People told me don't go there. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened.
Right.
And so much disappointment and early deaths. Cancer mostly.
Right. Did the clean up your best
No
you could.
one's. Everyone's. A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen?
Right.
I like the theory more than the story.
Yeah, you gotta get in on those
Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question.
This is a pawn shop, and it did feel as if you've met before. The lieutenant shifts from one foot to another. Alert.
You were adamant about getting rid of it, officer. Said you were and I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long.
Right.
Off the charts photon emissions. The unhealthy
emissions.
kind. She didn't seem like a policeman. Although she kept referring to herself as a pig.
Obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid
Truth
of
be
it. Okay.
told.
Right, so let me get this right. You sold your sidearm, issued by the citizens' militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it?
Be village vigilante. I'm sorry I sold my gun.
You're right that she could cast aspersions on the force. We have to find her.
At least now.
My apologies, officer.
A needle in a haystack. There is nothing you can do about it now. You'll just have to hope you luck upon her somehow.
Right.
Of course.
Okay. Well, that basically should be everything. There's speakers right
The
here, right?
boombox is on the shelf. One especially catches your eye.
Okay.
Just make sure it works before you buy it.
Cool. Alright, well, now that we know all that, let's go ahead and grab some morale drugs.
The tear machine, your bottles clunk, and do you know? You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice.
Is this about the questions again? I don't.
Okay.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
Right.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of crossover.
Here you go.
That should be nice. Let's go ahead and get up here, get going. Now we should be better prepared for this conversation with Mr. Everett. Right. Go ahead and grab this stuff here. Close. Understandable. Grab all the bottles. It's like $1 or $2 here. I'm gonna grab all the bottles and I'm gonna save.
This is the... Listen, it's okay to take a few minutes to yourself.
If you must.
Nothing It's a black...
Why did you take that? Fine, but let's move.
The chair is not as... The drawers are empty. Save. You take the... Oh boy, don't think about that. Quick, think about something. Maybe. You stand.
Should be a coat over here.
Looks like someone left his...
Yes, it was the service...
As your fingers...
Should be pretty easy now.
The front of this quarterly... Because, to your after all, the magazine is divided, comrade, but only 4, so please, if you value...
What do you expect?
You flip back to the front of the... This set you... Whoa. It seems, according to this extremely credulous-based support sport, it's quite... According, this is the SRV. Precisely. For too long.
The Samaran People's Republic, I suppose.
You flip back to the... It takes... Why? As you leaf through the tip-top tourney is an Inter-Isolari racing series. You flip back to the front of the magazine.
Interesting. Collecting rainwater. Very nice. Essence. All right. All right, everybody. I think we're going to wrap it up for the night. We have gone a little over our scheduled time to try to make up for the fact we haven't been here for the past couple days. But that was the first session for Disco Elysium. Very, very great game. I'm enjoying it really a lot so far. So hopefully you didn't mind me skipping through some of the dialogue. I'm just trying to see if there's anything I can get that's useful from it. Not really interested in that little magazine and what it has to offer, but don't want to leave any stone unturned regarding that. But yeah, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed this kind of content, be sure to drop a follow, and you'll get notified when I go live. You can check my schedule, and I will be trying to adhere to that. It's 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday night. Yeah, so as always, I had fun. I hope that you had fun. And hopefully enjoy the rest of your night. So, thanks for watching, guys. Bye for now.